Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast. Blah, blah. Cut it.
We can keep going. We'll just stop it because it's too much fun to stop it. Yeah. Wait, let me get my water.
I'm sorry.
Wait, I told you you're not talking to the 4-H group over at
right.
County now.
With that, when there.
It's just your family.
Hey, Ez, I don't drink, but I might have to get something what you got. I was like, whoa.
Leave him alone. It was one take.
Yeah, it was one take, man. We could. Okay, guys. All right, we ready, baby. You good.
And action.
Okay, welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports combos and debates collide. I'm your host, Fred Keith.
I'm your co-host, Maurice Faison.
And I'm definitely your co-host, JWill.
And I'm your moderator, Ebony Lofton.
Good. The No Cap Sports Show podcast is just based on real, authentic conversations. Okay? Just cut it.
First of all, I done told you. All right, we keep it all this.
Goat milk over there.
What you say?
The goat milk over there.
I know. I don't know what.
I still over there eating potted meat.
So it's like he on first 48.
The habit.
Right, but what you say? He did it. I was with Pookie yesterday. It was him.
He looked like he ate breakfast. His Easter beast. He's just come out.
Hey,
Oh, this good.
hey, yo, hold on. Not the Easter piece. Mount Just will find it.
Oh my God.
Oh, shoot, man.
See? He was trying to. No, we not doing that. We just doing. See? Trying to get some understanding.
You was trying to get some. we was fine. I don't know what happened. Welcome to the No Cap Sports Show podcast, where sports and combos collide. I'm your host, Fredo, with my two co-hosts, Mo Money and my homie, JWill. What it do, guys?
What's going on?
What's up, man?
All right, go ahead. Tell me what you're laughing at, man. It's all good.
Hey, man, that intro had me tripping. I ain't gonna lie.
As the fans can see, we come a long way.
Yes, we did, bro. I got the tagline all jacked up and everything on thing, man. But hey, look here, viewers and listeners. Look here, I don't take myself that seriously. Neither do either one of us at the end of the day, man. So, sit back, laugh, enjoy. Joan on us. It's all good. Joan on me, goddammit. It's all good, man. So how y'all be? Everybody's good?
Oh yeah.
Family's good?
Yeah. What about you, man?
Hey, man, everybody's good. Everything's good, man. Blessed, man. So no complaints over here, bro. With that being said, man, let's tap into it, man. So look here.
Get it.
I was thinking the other day, right? I was just marinating on in terms of the last podcast that we had, and I was like, okay, what? I want to just throw something out there. So I was like, okay, give me one bold prediction, one bold NFL prediction this offseason. One bold. And before you guys give you yours, I'm going to give you mine. And I know you guys going to sit up there and laugh and go crazy, but I firmly believe this, man. So, you know what? Yeah, just give me a second, man.
The Washington Commanders.
This is my bold prediction, bro. I really, if everything adds up, okay, Okay, from a criminal standpoint, if that is washed away, and hey, look at JWill, I see you shaking your head. Follow me, bro. Follow me, man. This is not wishful thinking. Well, it is wishful thinking.
It is.
But
I'm following you though.
I really believe this, man. That is one of my bold predictions that we're going to give up 3 first-round draft picks and a player, i.e., Deron Payne, for Deshaun Watson. Okay. That is a bold prediction, man, and I really think that's going to mess around and come to fruition. Only if he's cleared of those charges, not from a civil standpoint, but a criminal standpoint. So we'll know April 1st. That is one of my bold predictions. What you got, JWill?
My bold prediction, man. I said it probably like 2 months ago. Neither one of y'all agree with me, but I'm gonna stick to it. I think the Ravens gonna sign Antonio Brown, man.
Oh.
I think they're gonna sign. It's bold because
that's bold.
Nobody thinks it's gonna happen. I really believe if Lamar Jackson keep pushing for it, I think they'll sign him. Give him a chance. He gonna be on the strict. He gonna be on the strict. One of them, the first little slightest thing you kicked out, blah blah blah. So he gonna know. But I really feel like the Ravens gonna give him a chance, man.
Okay. Well,
hey, sticking to it. Hey,
you right. Yeah.
I want to see if y'all gonna take any bets on my bold prediction. Okay. My bold prediction is Amari Cooper get released.
Hey, his ass all but released already, man.
No,
everything but released.
All jokes aside, my bold prediction is that I firmly believe Aaron Rodgers will be playing for the Pittsburgh Steelers next year. Yeah, I firmly believe it.
Do tell, elaborate.
So I kind of read an article before we got on that Aaron Rodgers had a deal in place with the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Tennessee Titans, and the Denver Broncos, trade deals. Okay. He's considering going back to Green Bay. But I just think the fit with Mike Tomlin, I look at the offensive line needs work, obviously. But I think they have the cap space to do it. He has a young running back in the backfield. Yep. He has a number 1 wide receivers and a tight end. The defense is already top 5. So, and it's in a division. Well, let's keep it plain, man. That division outside of the Bengals, which I don't know if they can do it again. The Ravens, the problem with the Ravens is the same problem that all teams with running quarterbacks have. If they don't evolve into passes, defenses catch up. So I don't know if Lamar Jackson is competition and the Browns still the Browns. I don't care. Fred is his age. I'm my age. JWill his age. We got one thing in common. The Browns ain't never been shit. So they're gonna still end up being terrible.
Sorry ass Baker Mayfield. So
exactly. That's why they're the Browns.
Yeah. So that's my reasoning on. That's my logic. That's why I think that he would choose Pittsburgh. It's similar. The Mike Tomlin's the head coach. Right. The Titans are a close second. I don't believe the Broncos. I just don't believe that he would want to go play in the AFC West.
See, that's what I think would be my first choice.
Yeah, mine too, bro.
But it's the competition. So the Tennessee Titans, when you look at their division, it's sorry as hell.
It is.
When you look at the AFC North, outside of Cincinnati, and like I said, I don't know because the survey says the loser in the Super Bowl doesn't have a great second season. It just doesn't usually go to outside of Kansas City Chiefs. They usually don't get back. So it's less competition in the North than it is in the West. In the West, man, you got Patrick Mahomes. You got the young kid from the Chargers. You got the Raiders out there. It ain't no cakewalk out there in the West.
Hey, Mo, let me ask you this though, bro. Okay, so you have him going with the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You said who's in? You think Claypool is a number 1 wide receiver?
No.
Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Yo. Oh, if he wasn't a young boy play, he get in and out of his house. I think he can do it.
Okay, hold on, guys.
I'm listening.
That's fine. I'm cool with what you guys said, but isn't that don't he misses a lot? You know, he have problems catching the ball every now and then.
Nah, he
I guess that's been his
got a fumbling problem.
He got a fumbling problem. Yeah, he fumbled a lot.
Fumble a lot.
Yeah,
okay.
He's just not strong with the ball. I'm gonna tell you right now, he gonna get open and make the catch. Now, whether he hold on to it and fumble or what, that ain't on the court, bro. He put up like 1,200 yards, almost 1,300 yards with Ben Roethlisberger this year.
And then I'm gonna tell you something about Claypool, man. I think he would look better with Aaron Rodgers if he can get the ball down the field.
Yeah,
because Claypool, he like DK Metcalf. He pretty much a one-trick ball.
Yep.
He's a deep ball guy.
I'm glad you said that about DK, bro.
So look at what Green Bay is gonna get in return. They want a haul. obviously they're gonna get picks and stuff like that, but they're gonna want players as well. So
But
that might compromise your defense.
I'm glad you said that. No. That's what I was gonna put. I'm gonna push back a little bit. I like when you say that. So I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna push back a little bit. Bro, that defense was a bottom 5 defense to like the last 10, 12 games. I don't think they top 5. So if they give up players, it ain't really hurting them. Them motherfuckers couldn't stop a water leak this year. Bro, I watched them let 3 running backs rush for 150 yards in the first half on them. That defense was bad. So if they give up 3-4 players of that defense, it's like they're gonna be in rebuild mode anyway. Didn't they let who did they let go to didn't they trade somebody this year?
You talking about Dupree?
He not there no more.
Yeah,
so they really just rebuilding.
He with Tennessee.
Tennessee. So they really just gonna be rebuilding outside of Minka. They ain't letting Minka go. So anybody else you can have off the defense.
No. You can't have TJ Watt now. You can't have
of course not. No, but he's not even in the conversation though.
Well, I think one of the problems with their defense was TJ Watt. When he came back and he got healthy, they were good. And Casey Hayward was missing a good portion of the season.
He can go.
Yeah. But that's why I just think it's the Mike Tomlin connection. I think that he has a connection with Mike Tomlin, and it's a strong. But I mean, Mike Vrabel is the same way. I just don't think if it were me and I'm choosing where I can go and I look at the path, because the path in Green Bay is easy too. Because let's just talk about the NFC North is trash. Outside of Green Bay.
Trash.
I wouldn't want to go and face Patrick Mahomes twice a year. I'm just twice being real with you.
I agree.
Oh, Justin Herbert.
While we on this NFL topic, man, like Fred, I was thinking, and who do y'all feel like is the best NFL dynasty ever?
Oh man.
Oh, the NFL best. Okay, best dynasty. Flow with it, bro. You go ahead. Tell us what yours.
Well, so mine, of course, it's the easy pick. I'm gonna go with New England. I feel like that's one of the. I feel like maybe you can use one other team. I'm gonna see if one of y'all say it, but I feel like it's New England. Man. Okay. Like it's hard to. I mean, it's hard to not choose New England as the best dynasty. That run that they had with Brady and Belichick, man, like we've heard multiple ex-NFL players come up here and say, bro, you probably won't ever see a run like that ever again.
No,
not in football. It's too hard to do that in football.
Right.
I hate to cop out, but you got the pre-modern era and then you have the modern era. Yeah. So the pre-modern era, all those dynasties, none of them had to deal with the salary cap. And that's honestly some of Jerry Jones' problem was, because when he built his original dynasty, there was no salary cap, so he could just do whatever.
Right.
It took him a while to figure that out. So I'm going to have to break it up like that, just to be honest. So if we're going pre-salary cap, you probably have to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, to be honest with you. They had if you look at their run, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, they made deep playoff runs in all of those decades. Right. Pre-salary cap. Okay. Now, if we're talking modern era, of course, it's the New England Patriots.
That's right.
It's hands down. But they learned how to maneuver with the salary cap, and they made it work.
Right, and I'm with more on that. Pre-salary cap, I'm going for San Francisco. Yeah. Although I'm a Washington Redskins / Commanders fan, I can put my team in the 80s, but I will give the edge to San Francisco in the early 80s, the 80s and early 90s.
That's the other team doing it. Yeah, that's the other team I was talking about.
Okay. Post-salary cap, come on, right? That's the obvious one. Like you just said, bro, New England Patriots, man. And it ain't even close.
Yeah, because the reason why I say that you could probably give San Fran that nod, man, is because, it wasn't 20 years, but they won 5 Super Bowls in them 13 years.
It did, bro.
So I don't like to throw numbers out there because I'm having a brain fart right now. So how many Super Bowls did Brady win in them 20 years with New England?
7?
6 or 7? 7?
6 or 7?
6.
Yeah.
No, 6. He won 1 in Tampa.
6. Yes. So you got Brady. Brady won 6 and 20. Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
I know where you're going, bro.
You got them boys who won 5 and 7 less years. You know what I'm saying? Like, them 49ers teams. And granted, I wasn't alive for none of them, but I can read. You know what I'm saying? Like, looking at them stories, boy, and them players that they was having, them boys.
The only caveat I got to that, JWill, is if you look at the Steelers,
that's what I was just about to say, bro.
Right, they did the same thing. It was basically who could get the best players, and they didn't worry about losing them. So really you could have, you could stack, bro. You could have a Steve Young and a Joe Montana on the same team. You understand what I'm saying?
Crazy, yeah.
Or if you're a Cowboys, right, you might have a Roger Staubach, a Danny White, and you just keep transitioning because the players couldn't go no damn well.
Exactly. And like Mo said, JWill, like I said, pre-salary cap, man, you can stack players on your what is it called? The practice squad. You can do absolutely. There's a lot of things you can do back then to get away. It wasn't free agency didn't exist like that in those days. What happened? So
man, you got Grill Brandt does a podcast. It's gonna start ramping up during the draft time. I love listening to him because he was a scout in the GM in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. Well, 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And he would talk about how they would defraud like the draft card or cards for players like Ed Too Tall Jones for a lot of years. He's well over like 6'8", but they would say he was 6'3" or 6'2". You know what I'm saying? Or like they had players coming out of and they would have players coming out of the draft. They'll lie about they 40 times. It was just a different time back then. So like you could rack and stack a dynasty, and that's what makes what New England did impressive. And like they said, it'll never happen again. And not in our lifetime.
Right. And then back then you had like the USFL, so that was like a farm league. You know, I mean, yeah, man, it was a lot, man. It was a lot that you can get away with, like I said, back in those days.
Hey, so at third, would y'all agree that it was that Steelers team with the Steel Curtain and Lynn Swann and Terry Bradshaw and them doing them times?
Absolutely,
they had like a 7-year run, right?
They did, bro. They did. I think, and then what happened was Terry Bradshaw, I want to say, he broke his elbow in 1982-83, and that pretty much derailed his whole entire,
so if they had a run, like let's say during those years, let's say if they had like an extended 7-8 more years added on, do you think they would be up there with the best dynasty ever?
They are one of the best dynasties.
Yeah, they're both for sure.
They are.
Well, you know, we saying New England and San Fran. I'm saying would they?
Yeah, it's just my opinion. Right. But obviously, I was going to throw in San Francisco as well. If I had to get one, I would say San Fran, because San Fran was dominant in the 80s and early 90s.
Well, if you're talking about longevity, right? That's why I picked the Cowboys and even the 49ers, right? Yeah. But the Packers as well. Like that, it's a reason why the trophy's named after their coach. They were dominant during that time none of us saw them play, to be clear, because they played in the 60s. But but I mean, they were done. And if you look at the Hall of Famers that came from there, some of the techniques that came from that, I mean, it's legendary.
Right. You know, and me personally, man, it could have been, and I know you said Dallas, Mo. Dallas could have had a sustained run, especially in the 90s when they won back-to-back Super Bowls. Yeah. If Jerry Jones got out his own ass, I would never understand that for the life of me. But yeah, if you the way that team was set up, man, that team was set up. For success. For sustainable success for a long period of time, man. And Jerry Jones messed that up.
I feel like Jerry Jones holding us back now, even still. Yeah. Like he never gonna get out his own way. That's the problem. He never gonna get out his own way, man.
I don't think he is, because he's not listening to any advisors and stuff. He's better than what he used to be.
Right.
Like he really fumbled the bag early on. I think he does listen to Will McClay and the advisors he have a little bit more, but it's the same reason why you'll never see another New England Patriots, man. Everybody has to be selfless and put their egos to the side. There has to be sacrifices made. I know we're not talking about the Amari Cooper and Dak thing, but the reason why an Amari Cooper gets released is because the quarterback want all the money. You understand what I'm saying? The running back want all the money. Mm-hmm. Everybody want all the money, and it's not enough money to go around. And that's what killed the dynasties.
You're right. You're absolutely right, man. And just to piggyback off what you just said, hey, I owe you an apology, Mo. I actually agree with you. We had that discussion the other day via text about Amari Cooper getting cut, and me and Jonathan didn't think it was a good idea. I had to do my research, and although it hurt me, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can see why they did that now, because you're right. That salary is going to count against that cap, bro. So they actually saved themselves $16 million against the cap. So. But too though, Fred, remember we said though, Dallas still wants him if he take a pay cut. They could still save the salary and keep him. I don't even know if they offered that, bro, from what I'm hearing. Yeah, I thought so too. I
saw an article where they said it was from Adam Schefter that said that Dallas wants to keep him if he's willing to take a pay cut. Yeah. But of course, though, like I said, and I'm gonna be the first to say, like I told you about just because Adam Schefter said it don't mean it's true. Yeah, right. I want to hear from Jerry or Steven, But the reports are so from Schefter. Adam Schefter is like the Woj of football. He said Dallas wants to keep him if he's willing to take a pay cut. I don't know how true it is, but
that's life though, fellas. You know what I mean? Like we look at sports, right? And we say, all right, man, you can get paid and you cannot perform. That's not how it works in life. Like if we don't perform at our jobs and we're a CEO or whatever, we will get fired. Or they're gonna ask us to take a reduced salary or a reduced role. So
you know what? You're absolutely right, bro. And I had to, you know what made me think about it further. I was like, okay, I actually thought about Brad Bill. Yeah. Different sport, same situation in a sense or what have you, right? I'm not sitting up here counting anybody's dollars, what have you, but you know what I'm saying? When you're looking for $250 million over 5 years or what have you, it's like, okay, we understand the market rate, but you got to ask yourself, man, it's only 5 to 10 or probably 5 players that deserve that type of money. You talking about your LeBrons, your KDs, you know what I'm saying, your Lucas and your Antetokounmpos or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So I had to look at it. I had to look at it from that perspective, man. I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right, bro. So I get it now.
And I'm gonna leave y'all with this one. This is what I thought about because I was in the airport trying to type before we took off. I didn't get to expound on it, but in football, right, there's certain positions that you can scheme, right? Unless you like a Devontae Adams, a Luke Hopkins, something like that, because those guys are a rare breed. Like it doesn't matter what system you put them in, what quarterback, they're gonna get theirs. Even Cooper Kupp, right? To a certain extent, I got to see Cooper for another year because I think some of that Sean McVay. However,
I agree.
Bro, I think some of it a little bit
because Cooper Kupp been balling for years though, man.
But he's been in Sean McVay offense for years.
But he schemes him open.
That's a fact. But Cooper Kupp a baller though, bro.
I know
he is, bro. I agree.
He ain't on that Devontae Adams, Luke Hopkins.
No, they need to pump their brakes with all that. Cooper Kupp is turned after this year. They're gonna turn. Watch, they're gonna turn him into like Kawhi Leonard when he won that fluke ass championship. And they're gonna say they starting to say he's the top 2 receiver in football. Let's pump the brakes.
And it's because of the scheme. He's schemed to be open. Right.
But my thing is,
he's a good wide receiver though.
Like we just said with the scheme. My thing, wide receivers, and y'all been watching football a long time too. That is one position that you can scheme open. As long as the player is competent. So paying a player like 25% of the salary cap never made sense to me. It don't matter if it's Amari, unless it's Devontae Adams or Luke Hopkins. That can beat a double, sometimes triple team, quadruple team. I done seen Devontae Adams do. Then it's worth it because that guy is really, really wrecking the other team's game plan. But the reason why Amari sometimes doesn't seem engaged or involved because he can't beat a double team sometimes.
But
he just can't.
Yeah, but bro, from my lens, and it's just only from my lens only. Look here. I think a lot of that have to do with play calling. You guys switch your play calling up. You guys was one dimensional at one point. You guys were like Air Coryell. You guys were throwing the ball all over the place, and his production was extremely high. Right when you guys decide to spread the ball all over throughout, you know what I'm saying, throughout the like run the ball, play action, pass, what have you. His production has you know what I'm saying has dropped a little, but I didn't think it was because of lack of productivity on his end.
Yeah,
it's a combination of things. You got the quarterback, you got Dak. Right. Dak injured last year. You got to take that into to effect. Then you got you got Zeke getting the ball. Then you got the other running back getting the ball. And then you got to get the ball to CD Lamb. And then not only that, when he's getting double teamed, guess who's eating? CD Lamb. Your tight end. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he lost production this season. And this is what we talked about it during the season. I said it because he didn't get the vaccination. He was one of the few Cowboys that didn't get the vaccine. And Jerry was very hot about that at the time. He like, we trying to make a deep playoff run. Mm-hmm. You know we need these games. And you ain't gonna get the vaccine. What you doing? Right. So that cost him. But as far as the scheme is concerned, the scheme has not changed. It's the same scheme from Jason Garrett it's the philosophy that might have changed. You understand what I'm saying? Like when we throw the ball a little bit more, and some of it have to do with the decline of Zeke, but the scheme is exactly the same. Like if you go out and you look at it from a personnel standpoint, we still run a lot of 12 personnel, 3 stacks, whatever, but the philosophy changed. And the other thing is, and JWill can attest to this, I think Dak lost a little bit of confidence in Amari because he's not the type of guy that would actually throw in the double teams if you're not going to get the ball. He got burned a couple times. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm gonna tell you, this is the last thing, and I know we got to move on. I lost all respect. So I am a little biased. I'm gonna put that out there.
Okay.
When Amari Cooper checked himself out of the game against Stephon Gilmore, like raised his hand and said, "I'm done. Get me out of here. I'm done. I can't compete today." Nothing wrong with him. Am I lying, JWill? It was in New England. He said, "I'm done. It was a close game, Fred."
Yeah, I saw that game.
My man
I done
said,
seen
"I
Amari
don't want
Cooper
to
though.
compete."
That's not his first time, man. I done seen him do that against the damn Eagles too, man. When Darius Slay first went to his first year, Amari Cooper, perfectly fine. He beat a guy deep, and that missed him one time. He overthrew him. Second time he didn't throw the ball, and he just walked to the sideline, took his helmet off, like he was like. I'm like, man, like. But I still like Amari Cooper though. I still like.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing, guys, and I got to put myself in his shoes, just like you guys do too, as well. Look here, you paying me $20 million, right? You paying me $20 million for what? Production, right? Yeah. Give me the damn ball. So I understand what you're saying, Mo, you know, in terms of that bad outing that he had against New England and Jay, what you're saying against the Eagles. But that man demand, when you getting paid that type of money, man, you getting paid that type of money for a reason, man.
Right.
And so, like I said, that man wants you know what I'm saying, he's demanding the ball. When that ball don't get there now, you're right. I don't subscribe to pouting and moping and stuff like that and not getting your way and, you know what I'm saying, giving up on your team. But hey, he feel like he's the number one wide receiver. He want, you know, throw the ball, man. Give me the ball. Throw me the ball 15
real
times
quick, Fred. I do subscribe to pouting, moping, whatever you throw your helmet, frustration. But I don't subscribe to quitting. I do not. You cannot quit on me. And that's when I lost it. I was like, I'm done.
I agree. I agree.
You know what I mean?
I get it. It's a way. It's the way you go about it. You could be frustrated, but damn,
you
just leaving the game and it's third down, and this the play we need you the most, and you on the sideline.
Yeah, bro, it was so bad. I want y'all to go back and look at the tape, bro. Dak ain't even know my man wasn't in the huddle.
He'll do that now.
Okay, bro. Okay,
but hey, thus far
on that. Yeah,
thus far, man. If y'all watching thus far, make sure y'all leave in the comments who do y'all feel like is the best dynasty in your opinion. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and the damn bell so you get the notifications when we go live.
What JWill said.
Yeah. All right, fellas. So I'm gonna transition to a little bit of something that's beyond sports. So you know, with the recent trend, I hope that it stops with rappers being lost. Who do y'all feel like is the biggest loss to hip hop and hip hop history? Whether it's Biggie, Young Dolph, McGriff, anybody that y'all felt like y'all was rocking with, and they're not here with us. I mean, shoot, you want to start it off, Fred? Who you think?
I'm thinking that's tough.
That's a good one, bro. Because I really want to say all. You know what I'm saying? Because I you know, but I don't want to mess it up. I would like to say all because I mean, they were very influential. You know what I'm saying, in the hip hop, you know, in the hip hop game. Period. Whether it's Biggie, Tupac, Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying, Pop Smoke, etc. Man, I mean, they had a hot, you know, especially like Young Dolph and Pop Smoke. They had a hot young buzz that's going around now. When you talk about Tupac, you talk about Biggie, there was sustainable success. Tupac more than Biggie at the end of the day, man. But if you're asking me, you know what I'm saying, if you're putting a gun in my head and say choose, I would say, man, damn, it's still hard. I would say Tupac A, Biggie B. And I would say Tupac A, Biggie A. For real. For real, man. If you had to put a gun in my head.
I'm gonna go. I might be off the deep end a little bit, but I'm gonna say one we didn't name. I'm gonna say probably, I'm gonna probably say Nipsey Hussle, man.
Okay, I can respect that.
I can respect
because
that, bro.
he was at a point in his career like he was trying to put the youth and he was trying to put like young rappers on something different more than just rapping. You know what I'm saying? He was starting with the whole foreign currency and the crypto and all, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like he was in trying to like educate young rappers and to like how we was talking about like blowing money, you know, like he was trying to get them into something different. And the way he got killed, you know, like it was just crazy. He didn't get killed by somebody he was into it with. He got killed in his hood, in his store, you know what I'm saying? You know, like
that's a good one, bro.
For me, I'm gonna say Biggie, man. If you just look at I'm with Fred, Tupac is right there too. But if you look at hip hop before Biggie and after Biggie, it's like night and day. Rap was so competitive back then, and I remember Jay-Z couldn't get on.
Nope.
You know, that's how competitive rap was, because it was all about your lyrical content. You know, it was another rapper by the name of Big L that got killed. He was right there with the rest of the lyricists, but they couldn't get on because Biggie's shadow was so large, and you had to come not only with flow, delivery, but you had to have the total package with the showmanship. It was different. And when Biggie died, we wanted to kind of kill the violence a little bit, so we started letting, in my opinion, people that couldn't really rap in the game, and that's what kind of messed the game up. I mean, to each his own, and everybody got to eat, but rap was a place that you could come and you can get everything. You could get your club music, but there was still lyrics in there. You could still get your gym music, but it was still lyrics in there, because you could listen to the DMXs and everything, get your gym music on. And then you had your lyrical content with people like Tupac, and it's just not the same anymore.
You know what? To piggyback off what you said, Mo, in terms of Tupac, man, people, you can say what you want about him, because there's a lot of complaints in terms of him being one way, then being another, or what have you. I guess that's the Gemini in him. Hey, I understand it. I'm a Gemini myself, bro, so it's all good. But I think he changed the game, not from a lyrical standpoint, but he was so diverse in acting. He's like acting, and you know what I'm saying, hip hop. You know what I'm saying, you got hip hop acting. He's me personally, I think he's the one that actually changed the game and start putting people on. Now you look at today, where you got a lot of hip hop artists and stuff like that that's transitioning to the from an acting standpoint. So I mean, I think he's put a lot. I think he's changed the game from that aspect, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that era of hip hop is definitely it killed everything. Like growing up, you could just feel the difference in the music quality and sound. I mean, it let the South in the door, though. You know what I mean? It let the South, because before then, it was either you were from the East Coast or you was from the West Coast.
Exactly. And New York had that game on lock for a minute. Lock. Yes. Hey, Jay, you heard of Big L?
Nah, I ain't never heard of Big L.
Man, look here, man. Please, whenever you get time, YouTube Big L. Matter of fact, YouTube Big L and Jay-Z. They got a freestyle. And when you listen to Jay-Z, right, Jay-Z style does not even compare to what he is right now. Now you can call it.
Was he better?
No, hell no.
He was shit. He was trash. Yeah, he was trash. Maybe it was just more. It was much like more of a fast pace. That's exactly what the hell. Seriously, man.
And Big L was just slaughtered. But when you Google him, Google Children of the Corn. Yeah, it was Big L, McGruff, Murder Mace, and what's
say it again, bro.
Yeah, Big L. Hey, Cameron. That's who. There you go.
Hey, let me throw this. Let me throw this bar at you. When he said, "Tell me you remember this, Mo." When he said, "I'm so ahead of my time, my parents haven't even met yet."
Yeah.
Big L said that.
Man, yes.
You know how like Earth Gang is now, where every member of Earth Gang could spit. That's how Children of the Corn was. It was a competition on the mic. They only came out, I think, with like one album, and then that was it. They kind of broke up because of egos, but all of them were from Harlem. Yeah, and they was all getting money.
They from the same place, and they let the egos get in the way.
And Mace blew up, and the rest of them,
But check this out. And what people fail to realize, Jay and Mo, you know you're a hip hop historian, so you know. But it was supposed to be, I think Nas had the firm.
Mm-hmm.
Big was gonna have the commission with him, Jay-Z, and Big L. And I think, was it a female along with them? What is the light-skinned chick from Philadelphia, the female rapper, Mo, back in the day? Biggie used to date. Biggie used to Baltimore. There you go. That's exactly what it was supposed to be. That was supposed to be the commission. Yeah. So Nas had the firm, and that was supposed to be the commission, man. That would have been sick as heck, bro.
Yeah, because Biggie already ushered some in with his, I think with Junior Mafia, he ushered some in. Because he had Lil Kim, Lil C's, and all them guys over there, but they fell off when Biggie died. Yeah, but JWill, that was a good one with Nipsey Hussle, man. Yeah, he definitely. Great. I mean, come on, man. I mean, preaching business. You know what I'm saying? I mean, tech to these young kids and stuff like that, bro.
And I'll be real, I wasn't even the biggest Nipsey Hussle fan with music. You know what I'm saying? I like Nipsey for other reasons. It wasn't. I didn't even listen to a lot of. Not saying he was bad. I just didn't listen to a lot of his music, but I was already hip to Nipsey, what he was doing way before he even died. It wasn't even about his music. It was just the type of person I could just tell like he was like a genuine dude. You know what I'm saying? Like He never was into it with other rappers.
Right.
He never, you know what I'm saying? It was like he got mad love from everybody on every side, East Coast, West Coast, down south. It didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loved Nipsey Hussle.
I will say this, bro. That victory lap stays in heavy and constant rotation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it does over here. It stays in heavy rotation, man. I love that album, bro.
I was the opposite, JWill. I didn't know about the philanthropy. I just knew about the music. Yeah, because I used to run to his he got mixtapes. He got many mixtapes. Yeah, I used to run to the mixtapes because he was talking a lot of great things in his music. And
man, Nipsey was doing a whole lot of interviews. If you go back and listen to some of his interviews where he talked about the crypto and all that, but he was putting people on game way before like all this stuff even started blowing up.
Right. But you know what I love about him, bro, and I'm gonna say what I need to say so we can go ahead and transition. Me personally, man, I don't. You're right. I love. You're right. I love the business side of it, right? Yeah. But what I love about it is I respect his grind. His grind, I respect. You know, he came from the mud, man. Yep. You know what I'm saying? No one gave it to him or what have you. You know what I'm saying? He got it from the mud. Yep. I don't know what it is, man. I can just, like I said, identify with a lot of people that get it from the mud. However way you get it, hey, as long as it's successful and it's legal, hey, I'm fine with it. But I identify with people that just get it from the mud and just grind. And I respect that about that brother.
Snoop said Nipsey tried to get him to listen to his music like 3 times. Yeah. Nipsey was trying to play a CD, gave him a CD. Snoop was like, he threw it out the window. And Nipsey got in the car with him one time and tried to play the, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, he was getting it out the mud. Nobody handed him nothing, man.
I think the common theme though, fellas, before we transition is it's this young, talented black men that didn't succeed. You know, they didn't make it that past. Ain't nobody make it to 35. You know what I mean? And that's a common theme in our community, man. Because too many sucker ass dudes live, and the real ones they don't make it. You know what I mean? And that's what's happening in hip hop, man. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just being real. This could go viral. I don't care how Tekashi 6ix9ine get to live. Say it. But Nipsey Hussle don't. You know what I mean? It's not right in our community, and it got to stop.
Exactly. You got you said it again, bro. You're right. I can throw another one. You got Tekashi out here, you know what I'm saying, snitching and stuff like that. But you got people like Young Dolph or what have you that, you know, that came up on the grind, that gives back to his community. You know what I'm saying? His community. I mean, he is sorely missed within his community.
They had just finished giving back, actually.
Exactly. You got this jackass walking around being accepted or what have you by, you know, Lord knows who. I ain't gonna even put their names out there like that. Like, you know, like that's acceptable. But the sad part about it is it's become acceptable in this day and age. Which, you know what? I'm old school all day, every day. That'll never. I don't identify with shit like that. Excuse my French, guys. I don't identify with that.
That could be a whole show about
that. Yeah, exactly. Man. Yeah, like, you know, we're gonna get it.
Hey, raised in a different era, you talk to the police, you couldn't come back to the hood.
Come on, man. Ain't no coming back to that.
Hey, it better be a 5-second conversation.
Come on, man.
With a whole lot of hand waving.
Yeah, this ain't no civilian shit. This ain't no civilian shit. We know what it is at the end of the day, bro. But I digress. Yeah. So look here. Before we close up, man, I want to throw this at you guys. I was thinking about this the other day as well. And I was like, okay, what in terms of if from an NBA standpoint, if we're down by 1 point with 5 seconds left, give me your top 3 players or your top 3 clutch players that you would want that, you know what I'm saying, that you would want to have that ball with 5 seconds left, down by 2 or down by 1. I apologize. Down by 1. Who would you want? You want me?
My bad.
Go ahead, bro.
I ain't even know my mic keep muting on his own. I want MJ, Kobe, and Robert Horry.
All right, shit, that's a good list for me.
Okay, it is.
Give me MJ, give me Allen Iverson, and give me Big Shot Bob.
Okay. All right, I got MJ, I got Larry Bird, and I got Reggie Miller.
Oh yeah, Reggie was clutch.
Okay.
Reggie's clutch.
Yeah, Reggie.
I gotta have the 2 killers though. The 2 oldest killers.
Absolutely. I get it. I get it. But
Kobe and MJ, I got to have them boys. Yeah. Hey, look, like my father-in-law always say, dog. He said MJ and Kobe would go kill a damn fly with a jackhammer. They was some killers, dog.
Yes, they were.
Yeah, but Larry Bird was a goddamn killer too, man.
Yeah, well, he was a sniper too.
He was a sniper and a killer. And he would tell you what he's gonna do before he started, bro.
Sniper game.
He'll tell you exactly what he's gonna do.
Hey, well, I'll take anybody on all y'all lists. I'll take any of them, man. We name those suckers. Whoo! Rob Lord.
Hey, he might
Big Shot Bob
3 points, but he gonna hit that 3, gonna be the game winner.
Yeah, Big Shot Bob, man. I had Big Shot Bob in my top 5, but yeah, I went with 3. I was like, man, I got to rock with them. So it's all good, man.
All right, well, too easy then. Look, due to technical difficulties, I don't think we got my intro. However, I'm gonna go ahead and put something on your mind. There we go. All right, cool. I'm glad we talked about basketball and we talked about shots and things like that, because I just want to put something on y'all mind. As I look at the NBA standings out west and in the Eastern Conference, I think we can say the big teams are done. You have to start building your team organically. As you look at the Phoenix Suns, as you look at the Milwaukee Bucks, and then you look at what has become of the Brooklyn Nets and what has become of the Los Angeles Lakers, those star-driven teams without role players to fill those roles are no longer a thing, because you had organizations that have been as y'all just said it, getting out the mud. They've been farming their systems. So when you look at Phoenix, they're going to go 7 or 8 deep, maybe even 9. Yeah, if you really want to, right? Yeah. Right. And then Milwaukee, when they healthy, they can go 9.
Miami,
so going Miami can go 10, 11. They got motherfuckers they can call up from the G League. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what makes the Lakers and the Nets look even worse. Even the Boston Celtics to a larger degree, is because the stars are still doing their thing, right? You saw LeBron James put up 56. They won, but that was a struggle. You saw Kevin Durant earlier today put up, I think it was 37. And they lost. They don't have the supporting cast that they need because they put those teams together unorganically.
You know what? You guys have been getting on my shit since day one, especially when it comes to the Brooklyn Nets. Look here, man. I call it how I see it, man. I don't think. Look, he said when I'm right, I say I'm right, but when I'm wrong, I say I'm wrong, man. Looking at the Nets, the way I'm looking at them right now, you guys know I love KD all day. I rocks with that guy, man. That guy's a freaking legend to me, but he can't do it by himself. But hold on, but he's a culprit in this. Yep. I'm going somewhere with this. He's a culprit in this. The fact of the matter is this, man, and we talked about this behind the scenes in terms of with this Kyrie situation. Look at whatever he decided to do from a vaccine standpoint. Hey, man, that's your decision and stuff like that. But when you look how James Harden departed, and how let me go back. How James Harden got here. How James Harden got here. That looking back at it now, you got to ask yourself, was it worth it? Because you could have kept Jared Allen, Lecarius LeVert, had Dinwiddie, kept all your picks, and you're right, and that would have been the organic way. You signed Kyrie and Kevin Durant via free agency. Everybody else was built organically. Yep. But you felt that you had to do these things right now in order to succeed, which in reality, you really didn't have to do that. And look at the cost of it. Yeah. I'm not saying that they're not going to make it, but it's going to be tough. The way they look right now, it's too many variables and factors that has to go right in order for them to win the chip.
That's a great way to say it.
You got the Ben Simmons situation, right? He's been there for 2 years already. Ain't played nothing. Ain't done nothing. I don't know what, bro. This trade was made February 10th. It is March 7th? You haven't played the game yet. Isn't your responsibility to stay in shape?
Hey, remember I told you. They said, and he's not even going to play on the 13th when they play Philly. They already announced that he's not even going to play.
It's actually the 10th, little bro. It's the 10th.
Or the 10th. He's not even going to play. So at the earliest, you're right. It's the 10th. So the earliest he can possibly come back is the 13th. That's over a month, bro.
And I know we talking about KD, but I've always said LeBron has a part to play in why the Los Angeles Lakers look like that. So I'm a Los Angeles Lakers fan first. Right. If he would have just exercised a little bit of patience, because they both chose I don't care who tell who. They both chose the wrong goddamn co-stars to start with. Anthony Davis been injury prone. Kyrie Irving been doing Kyrie Irving. We can call it weird, whatever, but he do Kyrie Irving. You know what I mean? That's what he do.
Right.
So if you chose those co-stars, y'all are culpable because the Lakers had depth. All he had to do was recruit another star organically through free agency, and he would have had the depth. He would have had another star to play with, but he rushed the process. Yep. And one thing I will say, this is the only way they can both save each other. They need to make a call on that secret phone call that they need to do when they go to Cabo or wherever and link up together. That's the only thing. Yes, that's the only thing that's going to save their careers right now. They need to link up together. Anthony Davis is a tradable piece because they both them blue seasons.
We need to trade AD ASAP.
You're going to have to
say it. Right. Need to trade him ASAP.
You're going to package him.
Trade him with some other pieces to Brooklyn for KD because all KD got to do is say, man, I'm done. I came here with you and I'm leaving here without you.
I'm going to tell you right now, if KD and LeBron get together, I probably would not watch no goddamn basketball.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something, man. That would be a sight to see.
Bro, what do you like? What site is that? You know what's going to happen. There ain't no damn site. They going to kick everybody's ass.
Hey, bro, I looked at KD today. I looked at the Boston game. I looked at KD today, and he was, first of all, I mean, god damn, Jason was just, oh my god.
54, right?
El Flagro, yeah.
54.
Oh my gosh. Tatum was just getting busy, man. He was in his bag today. Yeah. So was KD. But I was looking at KD facial expression, man. It was just like, I mean, like, dang, and I could be wrong. It's like, but damn, bro.
Fred, I'm telling you, we watching this short-lived Brooklyn era spiral out of control right before our eyes, bro.
And then you got to look at the organization, how you know what I'm saying, how they conducting business.
It's spiraling, bro.
It before our very own eyes, man.
Hey, look, though, I ain't finna let y'all, well, not you, Mo, but Fred, I ain't finna let us leave out now. We was talking about all these teams building organically. We ain't finna leave my South Carolina brother out of this, dog. Ja got Memphis the second best team in the league.
Yeah.
Come on now. Look, and it's very disrespectful. And I'm gonna be highly pissed if my dog is not in the MVP race. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be some hot. He's not in it right now. It's gonna be some hot NBA stars, ex-NBA stars. Kendrick Perkins, that's why I like Perk even more now. He's advocating for Ja after every game. Like what more this young dude got to do to get in the MVP talks, bro?
So here's the deal, JWill. It's one of them things like baseball. That's why I don't really fuck with baseball. I'm just keeping it real because it got too many damn unwritten rules. So it's an unwritten rule, right? That you don't win MVP in the first year that you went to an All-Star.
True story.
You know what I mean? It never happened. It's never happened.
Bro, look, I get it. He don't got to win it, but give the man his respect and have him in the conversation, though.
For sure.
Like, bro, think about it. When you look at Milwaukee, that they have no other big name in that organization at all, but Ja Morant.
Hey, JWill, I felt the same way about Juan Soto with the Washington Nationals.
And he should have been.
Let me tell you something. He had an argument to win the MVP race for the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But like Mo said, I don't know if it's some type of unwritten rule where you don't want to give it to a 22, 23-year-old or what have you. The last person, didn't Chipper Jones win a MVP
at 22?
Right.
Yeah, 22, 23.
Exactly. But for some reason, you're right. Like I said, he could have made an argument for that. But I was just basically making that analogy in terms of Juan Soto with Ja Morant. I agree 100%. He definitely should get a lot of love and attention pertaining to that, man. But I just don't think it is because of,
he won't. But his second,
you know what that's going to? That's going to Joel Embiid, bro.
Facts. And you know,
well deserved.
And you know what the Pelicans having right now. Goddamn buyer's remorse. They looking at Ja Morant like, God damn, y'all done gave me the Michelin man around this motherfucker.
Right. Absolutely, bro.
Man, I mean, and no disrespect to Zion, but bro, I really don't have no respect for no professional athlete with chefs and $1 million diets if you can't get yourself in shape.
Well, I know it's gonna be a problem when he got drafted by New Orleans, man. With all that good Cajun Southern hospitality and food, bro, that was gonna be a goddamn problem.
Dude was already heavy, man.
Absolutely, man. He got all that loving.
But that's on him, bro. Like, who's in his circle? You know what I mean? Like, and I ain't no disrespect to his family, but if that's my son, I'm having a real conversation with him. Like, hey, look, you finna fuck this generational money up.
It's called yes men.
You know what I mean? Like,
you
You got to surround yourself with some great dudes, man.
That's what it is. Yeah, it's called Yes Man. Hey, look here, guys. Final thoughts, man, before we go ahead and wrap up the show.
Man. Hey, look, like I said the last 2 weeks, I'm gonna keep it the same, man. It's finally March. I'm ready for this March Madness tournament, man. I'm a big fan of all the postseasons, bro. I think I always said this. Ron kind of tried to talk me out of it about baseball postseason, but I always said this. I think the March Madness tournament is the best postseason out of any sport to me. I love it.
Yeah, I agree with my brother JWill, man. I love March Madness. I love the brackets, which is coming soon for y'all out there.
We got to do one.
Participate in our bracket is coming soon.
Absolutely.
But for me, since he already said that, I don't want to be a biter. It's definitely the NFL free agency, man. And this is a misnomer about NFL free agency, right? Whoever wins free agency doesn't usually win the Super Bowl. So it's fun, it's exciting, it's headlines. But, let's just pump our brakes. But, hey, it's going to be exciting. We see Amari Cooper is already kind of on the chopping block.
Right.
Let's see how they replace him. I'm hearing a lot of buzz from the Washington Commanders. Let's see what happened with that. And please free Deshaun Watson. Please, man. That's a good
please free him to the Washington Commanders. Please free him to the Washington Commanders.
I don't know about that part, but free him.
I don't have much of a final thoughts, guys. I don't know if you guys know. I'm a huge Georgetown fan, right? All the way since Patrick Ewing played, all the way into now. It disgusts me looking at them right now. I don't know if you guys have paid any attention to it. We've lost 17 straight games. I think we're 0-17 in the division via the Big East. It's painful to watch. John Thompson is rolling over in his grave right now. I like Pat. I would love for Pat to stay. I don't know if he needs to change his whole entire coaching staff and flush them out and bring in some new breed, that's connected to the AAUs, and or with these coaches that have ties. I don't know, but something needs to happen immediately. I can't take this. Okay. So come on, man. We got to get it together, man. We definitely got to get it together, Georgetown. This is sad. This is sad. Okay. My last one and we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. I want to shout out to Maurice Creek. I don't know if you heard of this young man. He's from the Washington, D.C. area. He played basketball at George Washington. He was playing professionally overseas in Ukraine. But as we all know, what transpired over there between Russia and Ukraine. There were some issues. There was definitely some issues there, what have you, and about his whereabouts and big time concerns. But he's made it back safely. So, like I said, welcome back, Mo Creek. And like I said, man, we wish you well. With that being said, good night. God bless. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Hey, shout out to the Duke Blue Devils. Hold that L in Coach K's last game.
Free Deshaun Watson.